Welcome to today's tutorial. I'm going to show you on the final system that I've developed on that's the POF system, that is point of sale system. If I open it like I'm opening it, it's an Excel system. It is taking some time to load. Now you realize that after loading it will ask me to enter the user ID. That is and the password, user ID. So I'll have to enter user ID here. Then I press tab key. Then I also press, that is, put the password, tab key again. I press enter. So now you've entered. So I've catered for security by having a password, and then from there I'd taken you through, but there's a lot that I've added since that time. Like you can see here, I have a lot. If you start from here, how it's working, I had shown you. I added one thing that you can be able to see who is the cashier on the receipt, and that will be transmitted again to other reports. You can see the type of payment. If it's cash, it's appearing here as cash. If it is card, it's appearing here as card. If it's M-Pesa, appearing here as M-Pesa, and when you do the transaction, M-Pesa will appear here. So I want to do, for instance, one transaction so that you see this is Jack. If I do one transaction and I put M-Pesa, like if I put M-Pesa, I do one transaction.
1001. 1002.
Like that, the total amount. If I want to change the unit here, like if this is the one I want to change the unit, I want it, maybe he put 5 of them. If I write 5 there, I press enter.
5.00.
You can see it has multiplied 120 times 5 to get 600. So, and then from there, if I want, now it is 715 shillings. That is the amount, total amount. If I pay like 1,000, if that is the amount the person has paid, 1,000,
1,000.00.
he's supposed to get a change of 285 shillings. So from there you can print the receipt. You can print the receipt, and then after printing the receipt, if I click next, remember it's changed to M-Pesa here. It's changed to M-Pesa here. So that one has been saved in the cells. So if I go to cells, I'll be able to see the transaction that I've done. The last transaction that I've done is on today. At this time, this is the transaction that I've done today. It's done by Jackie, and the type was M-Pesa. These 2 transactions, we have just done them now. Now I can go back to the dashboard. And then you remember there is something also I added, that is employee number. I had shown you if you have employee number. OS, I've given employees. I have employees, and these employees, I've given them codes. So you give an employee code for security purpose, so that you'll be knowing who was handling the transaction at specific time. So if I come here, let me go to employees. I pick like if I want Tom now to get onto the counter, is the one handling the transactions at that time, OS005. So if I go back, I put here OS005, OS005, I press enter, then I do end transaction. Remember OS005 was let us see, OS005 was Moses. So if we go back to transaction and do this transaction for OS005, Moses will appear here. So if I do the first transaction,
1002.
you see it is now Moses has appeared here. And if I want maybe to change, I want to change the kind, maybe you've asked, somebody is going to pay through PayPal. So I change it to M-Pesa because it's going to do through PayPal. So if I change to M-Pesa, I do now, it is M-Pesa. If I change to cash, I do a transaction. I continue doing a transaction. Press enter.
1004.
You see cash has appeared here. And then all this is transferred now to the database where it is being kept, and then from there Another thing that I've added here is that you'll be able now to produce a report. Now let me finish this transaction, like 1,200.
1,200.00.
It's a change of 45 shillings. If I take it now, it will be saved. If it is saved, I want now to get this transaction I want a report between the specific dates, maybe between 9th to 27th of September. If I click submit, it will take me to a report here, which is showing the date transactions took place, who was the cashier, the item the person sold, the quantity, the price, the total amount, and the grand total that was sold during those dates will appear here. The grand total that was sold during those dates will automatically appear here. So you are able to know how much was done during specific times and through M-Pesa. Now, if you want to know specific amount that were done, transactions that were done on M-Pesa or on cash, if I come here, this is cash that is appearing here. I want to know the specific transactions that were done during those dates through M-Pesa. If I check here, I take M-Pesa, then I click search. You see the amount that was done through M-Pesa will appear here, and the total grand amount that was sold through M-Pesa will be appearing here. If it is cash, it will show. If it is through a card, if you have done through a card, it will also show. Then you can automatically print this receipt. If I print, let me change that code so that you can see the print preview of this code. I have made it to fit into page. So if I go to developer, I go to where I have done the coding, the modules here. If I change that is so that it does not print direct, I can change here so that we are on the print, not print receipt, but we are dealing with the print, that is filter, print pay type. If I remove one there, I go back. Now if I print, you'll be able to see that it is made to fit into page. This is sell by payment method. So you see it is showing all that. Then you can go back if you wanted it. If you want all this, to be a table like, that is something that we can do the formatting to arrange. You can make it as big as you can, and then to do some formatting. You can do some formatting like borders, and make all borders. You make all borders, so it will be that data will be appearing there, all borders there. So if now I click print, if you wanted it to be that way, it can be. So it is a nice system, as you can see. It's a nice system. I go back here, and then if I wanted just to see the report, maybe whatever is there already, I can just click go to report. You go direct to the report and see what is there. So this is a point of sale system that is multitasking. It is doing the point of sale and even showing you what you have sold, the amount you have sold, so you can make the profit and loss account through this system. It is a nice system, and if you may get, if you may like it and you want to see it, you can get in touch through 0724 595 589, or get through email Ogeke Dennis with double NIS @gmail.com. Ogeke Dennis @gmail.com. OGEKEDENNIS @gmail.com. That is how you can get to me. That is the contacts. Now, it is a nice system, but we can improve it further. That is, if you have several employees and you want to know who sold what, you can easily get through this report. So in this report, we can add a pattern that is for employees. that you want to know specific employees, you can be adding all the employees that you have. So if you click a certain employee, you will be knowing how much he sold that week, So it is a nice system. It is indeed a nice system that can help those in business. Thank you for listening, and sure you subscribe if you haven't.